distance. Okay, and when we go to Lillian, just hold it there, Lillian, if you could. Go back into the corner. Now, girls, I'm going to ask you to maintain the distances between where you are, your starting positions. So try if you can, Brooke. Really important. I want you to make your passes as close to the mannequins as you can. But what I want you to do now is I want you to make them to the outside. So can you pass the ball to me, Lillian? So as Brooke receives the ball in the middle, Brooke, I want you to try and pass the ball to the left-hand side of this mannequin. So Lillian, can you move into that position there? Okay, and Lillian, what you're going to do is you're going to first touch, you're going to take it across, and then the second touch, you're going to play down the side. Can we try that? So I pass it into you, receive with your right foot. Okay, and freeze. Just pass it back to me. So if you receive with your left foot, and I told you what's the mannequin? It's a defender. And if you receive with your left foot, what you're doing is giving the opportunity for the defender to win the ball. So what I want you to try and do is receive with your right foot, and then you're going to play the ball across, and then play down, if you can, with your left foot. Okay, so go ahead. Pass to the right foot. Okay, and freeze. Give the ball back to Brooke. So Lillian, what we want to do is we want to play behind the defender. So give yourself a bit more room. You've got lots of room there. Good. Now play behind the defender. Oh. That's the defender. Let's go back. Brooke, come back with the ball. I know, there's lots of people watching, isn't there? Right foot. Good. Play. Excellent. Play with your left foot. You can take an extra touch and receive. And now, if we can you receive the ball? You can come inside or outside, I don't mind. But try and receive the ball on this side of the defender. Okay? And then play it in. Okay? And the same. And Brooke, turn and play. Go ahead. Yeah, that's it. Excellent. You tell her. Good. Angela, Angela, first touch, can you play on that side? Keep going. So this time, Angela, receive here. Play down there. Okay? Good. Excellent. Play down. Okay, good. Okay, yes, play with your left foot. Lovely. Brooke, this is excellent. Good. Angela, play. Very nice. We can still use the boards. That's okay. Go ahead. Can we go all the way around, girls, with playing behind the defender? Receive with the left. And play across. Play into Angela. Lovely. Caitlin, can you receive around the defender? Good girl. And freeze. Okay, so we're going to now add a little bit more realism into this activity. So, Brooke, when you pass the ball this direction, I want you to move out of this space, and I want you to move towards one of these two players. And what that's going to do is when you run towards Lillian, as soon as you see her running towards you, what are you going to do? You're going to come in here. All right, so let's try that. So play to one of these two. Angela, play to Angela. Okay, and run towards Lillian. And Lillian, you run in, play the ball down. Caitlin, receive the ball. Okay, good. And play in. And now turn. Play. And now you're running this way, Lillian. Look, this way. Away from the ball. Good. And you're in, Angela. Good. Play to Angela. Very good. Turn. This way. And which way are you going to go, Angela? Which way are you going to go? Which way? Good girl. There you go. Okay, good. Switch. Well done. And can receive, play around. And excellent. And freeze. Okay, so now we've got a new middle person. Brooke's having a little rest. So, Mariah. Okay, Mariah. So, one of the things I want us to think about now is, can we in our first touch make a positive touch going forward? Right, because you only got 2 touches. So, what do you think you might need to do if the ball comes in from Caitlin? If Caitlin plays the ball in, what do you think you're going to have to do to be able to play forward in 2 touches? Show me. Back up. Okay, very good. Excellent. And what are you doing while you're backing up? Do you know? Yes, you are checking where she is, but at the same time as backing up, you're opening up more space. And look at your body position, which is marvelous. Your shoulders now are opening up the field, and you've got minimal amount of space behind you. So now, as you move back, you're opening up the field, and you're able to play forward. So that's excellent. So girls, can you see this? You girls, when you come on, you'll see this. As Caitlin plays the ball in, Receive on one touch going forward, and then play with your second touch. Good. And which way are you going to run? Which way are you running? I know you want to be in the middle. Good girl. Well done. Play in. And freeze. Okay, so Caitlin, did you watch her position when she was backing up? Do you remember backing up? And which direction did she receive the ball to back up from? She received the ball from you, right? Over there. So where did you receive the ball from? Where did you receive the pass? Angela. So where's backing up for you? That way. So what we're going to do now is Angela, play the ball back in and back up that way. Back up. Go ahead, back up, because you're going to do the same as Angela did. And now you're going to give her a better angle. Okay, go ahead, Angela, play the ball in. And now you've got, can you play two touch? Excellent first touch, and now play in. Very good. And which way are you running? Because we don't want to run towards the ball. Good. Excellent. Brooke's in. Brooke, back up. Well done. Excellent. Can you play to the outside? Good. And move. Move. Quicker. Let's go. Which way are you going, Kaylin? Good girl. You haven't been down this end, have you? Good. Well done. And freeze. Okay, girls. So that is really, really good, because in a very short period of time, we've learned how to open up our body and create a bit of space for us, which is great. So girls, this is what I want you to do. When you run towards the people at the other end, would you run turning your back to the ball in a game? No. So can you show me the run you might make to Brooke in a game if you've passed the ball over to this direction? Okay, all right, and a little glance to look in the right direction is very positive, but we don't want to turn our back to the game, because the ball might come to us and we might have to defend. So girls, when you run to the corner, can you make sure that you're able to see as much as you can the ball, the field, and as you're running back, glance, but you're obviously going here so the next person is in. You got it? Okay, so one of you back in the middle, pass the ball down the long side, and can we go two-touch rhythm? Receive. Good girl. Well done. Lovely. Can you open up with your first touch? And pass and move. And move. Good girl, Mariah. Did you look at the ball, Mariah? Brooke, play first touch. Let's go. And we can play there as well. Good girl. And freeze. Now, we are talking about functionally the central midfield player number 8. And the number 8, depending on what system you play, will play probably a little higher than a number 6, a more defensive midfield player. So I like the position that the girls are taking high up the field, closer to the attack. So what we're going to do now, who's my 6th? Come on. What's your name again? Aubrey. Aubrey's in, and she's my number 6. So now, girls, the number 6 and the number 8. Number 6 is more defensive. She still can play, though, right? She can still receive the ball. What you're going to do is you now have to combine once, make one pass before you pass to the other end. And then what do you think you're going to do after you've passed? You're going to move. And you're going to move in the opposite direction. And that means that both the girls in the opposite direction are going to come in. So let's just walk through that. Mariah's got the ball. Number 6 is going to be slightly deeper. And number 8 is going to be slightly higher. And you're going to pass in. Go ahead. And these two are going to combine. Pass. And then you're going to play Angela to either one of these two. And then both of you are going to move to one of these two, right? So you're going to move and switch. Angela, go to this way. Go ahead. Go ahead. You two are in. Pass the ball. And as the ball is passing, you two are going to get in good positions. Good. Okay, let's keep the ball going. Good girl. You've got to combine. And can you pass to the end? And move. What do you need to do after you've passed? And did you look at the ball? Were you looking at the ball? Play in. Pass. And can you play down the outside? Mariah, good. And freeze. Now we have choices to make, because we've got 2 players in central midfield. And at the moment, they're playing a little flat, meaning you're playing on the same line. And if we're playing 2 in the midfield, maybe that's okay, but we're going to play 3 with another player in midfield. So I want one player, you're going to play a little higher. Okay, you're going to be my number 8. And you have to organize this between you. So you're going to move up here, slide up here a bit. And Angela, you're going to give yourself a lot of width, so move back. So given the options here, Caitlin, which one of these 2 young ladies are you going to pass to? You're going to pass to number 6. Why? Good remembering numbers. Okay, so the reason why you're going to play to number 6 is because number 6 has the best opportunity to play forward in one touch, because number 8, Aubrey, right, if you pass to her, she's going to have her back to the upfield options. So play now on the, she's given us an excellent angle. Can you play in there? Good. And can you play into Aubrey? And then move after you've passed it. You don't have to wait to see the pass. Go this way, Angela. Go ahead, play in. Good, and move. And now let's see how you 2 adjust as you come on the field. And freeze. Okay, girls, look at your position. Are you both on the same line? Yeah, okay. Maybe, and you, right now, given the position of the ball, maybe drop and you play a little higher. Drop, Mariah. Good. And you're playing a little higher. Play in. Okay, combine. And move. Good girl. Well done. And play to the outside. And move, and move. And girls, and freeze 1 second. Now, I know because I heard you just before we came on that you are very loud, very boisterous, and very confident. And I haven't heard you say anything to each other while we're playing. So, if one of the girls isn't moving, you can yell at her in order to help her move and keep up with the game, right? So, pass the ball in. Good. Combine and move. Don't just run at them. Don't turn your back. Play in and freeze. So maybe with some older players, you'd be a little bit more specific about what you want the 6 and 8 to do. I want you to actually come in a little bit, because what you're doing is now in a game, our number 2, right, because we're going this way, our number 2 doesn't have much room to move. So you're going to come in a little bit, maybe 10 to 15 yards away from the ball. Aubrey, come here a little bit. Good girl. All right, and when you receive the ball, what I want you to do is I want you to open your body so that you can play into Angela. And Angela, because she's come in a little bit, you can maybe move out a little bit, but you don't need to push on, because now you're going to put too much pressure on Caitlin, and you've closed her space. So maybe come a little bit on this angle. So we're going to try and maintain the spaces between the players on the park. So play to Angela, and play in. This way, Angela. This way, Angela. Good girl. Just play in and switch. And let's see if we can do it now in a rhythm. Can we keep the 2-touch rhythm and the movement? And you can tell her. And look at the position. You can tell her. Which way? Go. Good. Play in. And adjust your positions. Where's the ball? Adjust your position where the ball is. Good. And play. And play in. And you can play to the nearest person if you'd like. All right. And then we can adjust the position. So you don't always have to play across the field. Go ahead. And play. Did you move? You just want to have all the limelight. Okay, we're a bit confused here. So we need 2 in the middle. Play Mariah, and Mariah play in, and then switch. Good, and switch. Switch, this way, away from the ball. Okay, good. And relax. Okay, before we bring the other team in, a couple of things, girls. One is, it's not really realistic in a game for us to receive the ball. Come in here, Kaylin, play the ball in. For me to pass the ball and then just to run straight at another player. What I might do is I might back off to create a little bit more space. Okay, just hold the ball. And then as soon as I do, if I start moving to your side, then you come in. All right, so I don't want you now just to turn and run at the player. I want you to just move as if you're creating a little bit of space. You come in, then I take up my position over here in the mannequin. Okay, so let's try and make it a little bit more game realistic now with our pattern. The other thing is this. Can you pass the ball to me, please? Or Angela, pass it to Angela, and Angela, pass to me. Pass it to me, Angela. Now, the other thing I want to try and get us to do, girls, is I want to try and avoid square passes. particularly square passes between our number 3 and our number 2. So what I would like you to do is, can you give me a better angle now for me to play an angled pass and even come down the line here a little bit more, So now, girls, if we can, we're going to receive the ball at a slight angle, right, away from the mannequin, and then play a second angled pass. So we're going to try and cut out square passes across the midfield or across the back. So let's go one more round, and we're going to get the next team up. So keep going. Let's go. Play in. Who's my next 6? Okay, so girls, this is what you're going to do. You're going to do exactly the same thing, but your balls always originate from that corner, and you cannot interfere with the other group. So you're playing a pattern just the other way. You got it? Got it? So let's have 2 in the middle, 1 on that corner, 1 on this corner, 1 on those corners, and when you're ready, start with the first pass from the person there. Are you going to do it? What's your name? Rachel, you're starting with the first pass. Go. Go. When you're ready. Let's go. Quickly, girls. Don't run across the middle. Let's go, Rachel. You're up. Sometime today, Rachel. And freeze. Right, Rachel, you have to get a soccer ball. Behind you. Is that Rachel? Rachel's starstruck a little bit. Rachel, here we go. Rachel, now listen, we got 2 groups running simultaneously, but they cannot interfere with each other. Forget they're there, but now our space has started to diminish. So if you were watching yellows, all you're doing is you're playing in the opposite direction. So pass me the ball, please. Let it run. Here we go. Right, blues start in that corner. Yellows start in this corner. You yellows are playing that way to begin with, exactly as we're doing with the blues. Okay, let's see if we can layer in 2 groups. Off we go. Go ahead, girls. You've got to combine. Good, and play. Yellows, you just started, so we'll give you a little bit of a chance here to get used to it. And where are you going to move, yellows? And girls, on the field, you can help your teammates by giving them some instruction. You've got to combine. Good, and play. And let's go. And if the ball goes out of play, blues, what happens is we start with the new ball always in this corner. Let's go. So now, all we've done is layer in 2 groups, and there's an element of confusion. And this now obviously increases now the technical difficulty of the activity, because now we've got interference. They're not defending, they're not trying to win the ball, but layering in 2 groups, and hopefully we can get a little bit of flow. Try and play with 2-touch rhythm, girls, if you can. And move. And move. Let's go get the ball. And freeze. Now, first of all, girls, that's very, very good, especially the yellows who've just come on. But what we are doing a lot of now is we're still playing this square pass. So when she receives the ball, where can you move in order to give her a slightly different angled pass? One of 2 places you probably can move. Not behind there, though. That's really difficult. Okay, maybe up here a little bit. So you can slide up here. Now, can you adjust your position to complement her position? So what we're talking about now in here is complementary movement of players in order to maintain the distances. Good. So now maybe you come even a little bit deeper. And if you come this way, because you're anticipating which pass? From her, right? Excellent. So you know, because the pattern we're working on is playing into the number 6 first, then to the number 8, you know that you're adjusting your position off her position and actually off her position as well. And girls, at the end, where's she most likely to pass the ball? There or there? There, right? Over there. So based on her position, when she receives it, she's probably playing there. So now what you can do is drop a bit deeper to give it the excellent. Okay, so let's try. Play in here. Go ahead, blues as well. Play in, and we'll see a little bit of movement, yellows. Two touch. Good. And move. And move. Which way are you going? Oh, my. Go. Good. Excellent angle on the pass. Very good, yellows. Can you play now a pass in? Okay, that's the nearest player. Play to 6. Give it to her back. Give it back. Play to the 6. Drop deeper. Drop deeper. And open up your body. Just hold them. Keep going. Come this way. Just hold the ball. Hold on, girls. Just keep going, blues. Yellows, give me the ball, please. Girls, you two stay. Keep going, blues. Come. Rachel, are you Rachel? Rachel, just come here, Rachel. I want you to drop a little bit deeper and open up your body. So when you play, you can play first touch there, or you can play across to your 8. Okay, play in. Keep going. Play across. Good. And play. Good. And move. And the opposite way, girls. The opposite way. The opposite way. You've just run towards the players. Opposite way. Good girl. Opposite way. You can adjust yourselves. I'll let you work this out. How many players have you got at which end? Okay, I'm relaxed. All right, girls, go and take a quick drink, and I need 12 players. And can you remove the mannequins off as you go, girls, please?